without going in depth, so I don't embarrass you so much. You see this thing he's saying, she was on one part, I was on one part. He's lying.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Listen, whatever time you're seeing this video, yeah, don't worry, don't worry. I've just finished watching the first day of the Big Brother Naija No Lose Guard reunion show, and hey God, it was hilarious. There was just so many things, yeah, but it was really hilarious. I had completely forgotten how much Chinwe and Zion used to crack me up during the No Lose Guard season. And guys, you can't really blame me because that season was so underwhelming. As a matter of fact, it was literally the worst season ever. The worst Big Brother Naija season ever. Yeah, but watching Ebuka trying to even understand what had gone wrong in their relationship, guys, it was insane. Ebuka's body language, his facial expression, man was exhausted. He was exhausted. And guys, by the way, yeah, the reunion show, I mean, the first day of the reunion show, it was only 30 minutes, but let's say a whooping 10 minutes or 15 minutes was all about the ad breaks. And it was kind of frustrating, but hey, who am I in the grand scheme of things, right? Anyways, but yeah, what you need to know first of all is the first day of the reunion show was majorly about Chinwe and Zion's relationship, their precarious, or should we call it their fluctuating relationship, because at the moment we don't know where these two people are standing. We're not sure if they are back together or not, but there was a lot and we're going to get into it. All right, now aside Chinwe and Zion, there was also DJ Flo and Ruthie's relationship. We're going to talk about that as well. I think that also had a major highlight on this very first day. Yeah, so there were quite a number of things that were actually revealed. We're going to talk about all of those things, all right? So please watch this video to the end. Don't skip out on any part. For those of you that have been asking me, Gloria, are you going to review the reunion show? Yes. This is it. This is what we're doing right now. So you're welcome back. For those of you that are Bbnaija fans, you're welcome back. Anyways, we're going to get right into it. And of course, I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. And you're all especially welcome back. My name is Gloria Elijah. As you know, this is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. And I am the girl with the tea. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, first off, before we get into the details of the reunion show, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit, the way it started was kind of disappointing. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. Now, I know, and I totally understand that the Big Brother Naija No Lose Guard season was a huge disappointment. It was a flop. It was very, very underwhelming. The housemates do not in any way deserve the sort of red carpet reception that the Pepperdam Gang season housemates had during their own season's reunion show. I think the Level Up season's housemates also had a very interesting and catchy intro to their reunion as well. Yes, I think so, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So for the No Lose Guard housemates, frankly speaking, I wasn't really expecting such a reception because for me, they do not deserve it. They did not give us a show. Yeah, they did not give us a show. They did not really entertain us. So no need for all the paparazzi, right? But in a way, I was kind of expecting like a reel, or what do they call it? It's like a montage or something of, you know, some of the highlights from their season, because as much as their season was quite bad, they also had at least some highlights, right? So I was sort of expecting like a patch-up work of some of their major highlights, you know, just to usher us, the viewers, not for the sake of the housemates, because those ones shift, but for us, the viewers, right? Just to usher us, the viewers, into the atmosphere of the reunion spirit. I don't know if you get what I mean, right? But the way the Bbnaija reunion just had a boom, and I saw Ibuka's face, and Ibuka is already welcoming us, and boom, straight into the questions. I'm like, I don't understand. Are we fighting? Their production team, are we quarreling? We've not even started. People just give us a dry intro into the reunion. It did not really make sense, and yeah, I was kind of disappointed. However, regardless of the fact that I was disappointed, I was quite impressed with the video quality. Really sharp, really crispy. I love it. Whoever edited it, the way they did the grading, yeah, excellent. I love it. I love it. I love it. Chinwe really looked good on camera as she was explaining herself. Yeah, but yeah, that is just that, guys. That was my first observation. I don't know if I'm alone in this one, but if you noticed what I saw, let me know in the comment section. All right. Now, quickly on to the details of the reunion's conversation, right? Zion had said, because Ebuka had asked him, oh, what's your relationship status? He said, people said that he's a single man, which is quite interesting because by the time Chinwe was done explaining everything, we got to learn that Zion still has feelings for Chinwe. Yeah, and he's been begging her. Even the night before the day they shot that first day of the reunion show, Zion was begging Chinwe that he still loves her. He wants them to come back together. We're going to get there, right? But let's begin with DJ Flo and Ruthie. Ladies and gentlemen, it was kind of sad to officially learn that they are no longer friends. Ladies and gentlemen, those two people had a friendship of 10 years. Yeah, that's a long time. It was just really sad that all it took was the dramatics, the theatrics, the manipulations, the craziness of Biggie's mansion to split both of them. But then it's not Biggie's fault. The game is the game, right? The game is the game. So a lot of things were at play. According to DJ Flo, they are no longer friends. There were a lot of things that she had actually heard that Ruthie had said about her in the house when she came out. I think it was the time when they had returned as the DRC agent, right, to cause chaos inside the house. I think that was in week 9, if I'm not wrong. Yes. According to DJ Flo, the things that she had heard were quite shocking. And some of those things were that Ruthie had sort of blamed her for their eviction, that she had not done enough, that she was the reason they had been evicted. And I felt like, ouch, that was really harsh. I mean, I would be upset myself if my friend of 10 years had such a thing to say about me. That was really harsh, right? And DJ Flo said every time they tried to have a conversation, Ruthie would play reverse psychology, right? And whatever she deduced from whatever Ruthie was accusing her of was that she did not join Ruthie in the fight. And I am very sure that Ruthie was actually referring to the fight that she had with Wani and Handy, you know, the two fights where DJ Flo was just on her own. And ladies and gentlemen, I understand where Ruthie was coming from. I understand, yeah. I think we even had this conversation during the season that if my friend is fighting, am I supposed to go and fight along with my friend? You know, we had that type of conversation. And as much as I'm not the kind of friend that wants to go and throw punches because my best friend is throwing punches, I saw how weird that situation was. Ruthie was literally at the forefront of the fight between herself and Wani and Handy, whilst DJ Flo was at the pool table playing pool with other people. So it felt like Ruthie was fighting and defending her pair, whilst DJ Flo was trying to be the good guy. And I totally understand, because remember, the game was quite complicated during the No Lose Guard season, right? If you and your partner are at loggerheads with a lot of people in the house, then that is automatic eviction, because remember, that season, housemates had the power to sort of evict, right? We know all of those. What was that thing again, guys? To be very honest, that season was so bad. I've forgotten a lot of the structures, yeah, but you know what I mean. So if Ruthie had said that, I totally understand where Ruthie was coming from, right? But still, I felt like it was quite harsh of her to have accused DJ Flo of being the reason that they had been evicted, because it begs the question of how well do you know your friend? How well do you know your friend's personality? Yes, people went into Big Brother's house to play a game, right? There was also a competition at play, right? So two people cannot be hot-headed at the same time, right? One person needs to be mellow, to be able to pipe down the other person when the other person is moving crazy. And so they really complemented each other, if I do say so myself. But also, I felt like if Ruthie would have that to say about her friend DJ Flo, then it means that for the entire 10 years that they were friends, their relationship was lopsided, because Ruthie is probably used to DJ Flo fighting her fight, fighting her battles, having her back, and always being there for her, that she completely missed the actual fact that DJ Flo has a very calm personality that flows like water. So, I mean, there's no going back to that now, right? They have split, and I wish both of them well. Anyways, as usual, I'll tell you all that these are just my thoughts, right? But I would love to know what you all think about Ruthie's judgment of DJ Flo's personality, or should I say contribution, whilst they were in the house. Anyways, I'll tell you all that this is just my perspective to their friendship, all right? But still, I would love to hear your thoughts about it all, all right? What do you think about Ruthie's judgment of her friend, her bestie, or her ex-bestie, DJ Flo? Do you think she was right or fair in how she measured DJ Flo's contribution to the way they played their game whilst in the house? All right, I would love to hear your thoughts. Just go ahead and share in the comment section below. Now, moving on to Chinwe and Zion. I mentioned before that their situationship took the bulk of this first day of the reunion show. Chinwe had a lot to say, and oh my god, quite frankly, I felt like Ebuka should not have given her so much time, because she just took so much time. I felt like it was just so unnecessary. There were a lot of things that she was saying. I felt like she could have just summarized it into, oh, we were going off and on, going and coming, going and coming. But anyways, she needed to give us all the tea, right? And hey, the tea was quite interesting, very entertaining, and hilarious, because I was laughing all through. Guys, I wasn't taking most of the things she was saying serious. I was just laughing. But anyways, according to Zion, okay, according to Chinwe, they left the house as a couple, but then they broke up in December last year. Was it last year? Guys, can't remember. I don't even know. They were not specific, but she said they broke up in December. Now, according to Zion, he discovered that they were going in different parts. And so he felt like there was no need for them to be together anymore. He said he claimed that he initiated the breakup. But Chinwe refutes that. According to her, no, she was the one that actually broke up with him. She blocked him everywhere. Now, she went into a very lengthy story of what exactly had happened. The summary of that story is that he disrespected her. He did not rate her with the way he had actually treated her. His birthday was in December. She had come to Lagos in November. She had traveled back to Port Harcourt, but came back to spend time with her man. But then, the place she was staying, which I presume is a shortlet or Airbnb apartment, she was paying 100,000 naira daily by herself. Zion had said he was going to give her the money, was going to reimburse her, but he did not. At some point, he had collected money from her. He said he was going to give her back. By the time he was going to give her back, he had given her 150,000 out of 290 something thousand that he borrowed from her to do something. He did not complete the refund. And then he had been invited to a club where he was going to be hosted. She had to travel back to Port Harcourt the next day afternoon. Her flight was in the afternoon. And then she had said, no, it was going to be inconvenient, to go to the mainland of Lagos for this club event and then to go back to the island. It was, for real, it was going to be inconvenient because the Lagos airport from the island of Lagos, it's like this, far apart. And from the way she described it, Zion had just completely neglected her. You know, he had just gone his own path, and that had made her cry. The next day, he did not come back home to her, so she had blocked him everywhere. According to Zion, Chinwe was one that kept on coming back. She said, no, it takes two to tango. She kept on calling his friends that he should send her pictures and her sound system. Guys, it was just a lot. You know, this petty details in the lover's tiff. That was what Chinwe was filling us with, right? Now, there was a very, very vital information that Chinwe shared while she was speaking. According to her, Zion's friends and family do not like her. They hate her a lot. And it was because she had said on the show that she sponsors Zion. And ladies and gentlemen, when she said that, I said it. I knew it was going to happen, because nobody, I mean, guys, remember the way we all reacted out here, during that season when Chinwe made those claims. It was really, I don't know, it was really degrading to Zion, you know, because for me at that point in time, I said, nah, it doesn't really matter if you're the one carrying Zion and paying his bills, so long as this guy does not disrespect you in the house. Even though, but there's a way people can actually have a conversation about these things, you know, but Chinwe had been quite, like, unnecessarily vocal about it. And come on, any family or friends or loved ones that would hear such a thing on international TV, come on, they would not take it lightly. They will not really even like you, because they would think you are the one that wants to be controlling the relationship. And come on, this is Nigeria, this is Africa. We have cultures, we have traditions. There are certain things that a woman that wants to be in a relationship with a man does not declare like that out of anger, because Chinwe said all of those things out of anger. She was quite petty about it. Yes, she was quite petty about it. So when she said that, I totally understood why Zion's friends and family did not really like her like that. Now, other things that she had mentioned, in fact, the bulk of Chinwe's story, you know, also revolved around Zion consistently asking her for money, she giving him, and him not refunding her. Now, she said they had broken up, I think in February, and they had come back together. They reunited. 4 days after they reunited, Zion asked her for 300,000 naira. She had just paid her sister's accommodation fee in Canada, but she had given him the money regardless. And then 3 days later, Zion had ghosted her again. So it was a case of Zion coming back, and then he'll collect some money from her, and then he'll ghost her again. According to Chinwe, Zion has never taken her to dinner. Every time she takes him out, she's the one that spends on him. So the story went on and on and on like that. And ladies and gentlemen, you see, I felt like everything Chinwe was saying at the reunion, I felt like that was just her giving us the details of the major information she had already spilled whilst they were in the house. It was just her giving the details. All of this thing about she is Zion's sponsor, these are the details she did not share whilst they were in the house. And it was quite, I don't want to use the word shameful, right? But it was quite sad to see and to hear, because there was no denial from Zion. Because what Chinwe was saying was true. She even came with receipts on her phone. She was showing Ibuka the receipts, you know. And I'm going to be frank with you all, as much as what she was saying was quite funny and entertaining, I felt no pity towards her or Zion. I felt nothing for both of them. I was just entertained, right? Because they were entertaining me. I felt no pity for them, because these two, they know each other. If Zion is upset that Chinwe has declared that she sponsors him, why did he continue dating her after the show? According to him, he has feelings for her. They've broken up, but he said he still has feelings for her. He would like to come back to her. So it means whatever Zion is benefiting from Chinwe, he's enjoying it, and so long as those freebies continues to pour in towards his direction, he's not ready to let go of her anytime soon. Chinwe, on the other hand, for a man that you claim you are getting the barest minimum from, you sponsor him, you foot the bills, you basically carry the relationship on your back and your full chest. Question is, why are you still there? if this is the person you plan on getting married to, do you think things will ever get better between both of you? Listen, as far as I'm concerned, those two are just having fun. Yeah, they're just having fun. I'm not going to try to be a relationship therapist to both of them, because as far as I'm concerned, they know what they're doing, right? They know what they're doing. And when they're tired of playing around, they will get serious with each other, or better still, they will split from each other. Because I don't think that kind of relationship can ever be balanced. I don't think that kind of relationship can ever be enjoyed by Chinwe the way she wants to enjoy it. Yeah, whatever. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was that. There wasn't really much to the first day of the reunion show. So we will see if for the next one, if things will get better, all right? But in the meantime, I would love to hear your thoughts about this Chinwe and Zion's very precarious relationship. What are your thoughts? Share in the comment section, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.